Folks, in part one, we listened to the story of Mr. BDE, the successful entrepreneur who built a thriving chain of businesses but slowly realized that millions of dollars were flowing out in rent, building his landlord's wealth instead of his own. At the end of our last story, Mr. BDE met another business owner, a calm, smart, balanced entrepreneur, Mr. SBM, who promised to share his story. So today, let's listen to his story. Let me tell you my story. I was once exactly where you are today. I started with one small business. In my case, it was restaurants. I opened my first location with a lease, then another and another. Like most business owners, I signed long-term leases, 5 years, 10 years. At first, I thought leasing was just the cost of doing business, and honestly, my restaurants were successful. Foot traffic increased, revenues climbed, new locations kept opening, everything looked great from the outside. But behind the scenes, one major thing kept bothering me. Every single month, a massive amount of cash left my account. Rent. So one day I asked myself a different question. What if part of that rent could come back to me? That single question changed everything. I realized a fundamental truth. My business created income, but property ownership creates wealth. So instead of pouring every single dollar back into expanding new restaurant locations, I started building something quietly in the background, a holding company. At first, I couldn't afford premium commercial properties in prime retail corridors. So I started smaller. I bought affordable properties in secondary markets. They weren't even where my restaurants were located, but the numbers made sense, and tenants were easy to find. While my restaurants continued operating from leased spaces, my holding company was quietly acquiring investment properties. One became two, two became four. Slowly, rental income started rolling in. For the first time, all my money wasn't flowing outward anymore. Some of it was coming back to me. Years passed. Eventually, some of my core restaurant leases came up for renewal, but this time, I had options. Instead of blindly renewing every lease, I analyzed each location carefully. Some I renewed, some I relocated nearby. And for a few key locations, I decided to buy. But I didn't buy the real estate under the restaurant operating business. I bought it under my holding company. Then my holding company leased the property back to my restaurant business. My restaurants were still paying rent, but that rent stayed within my own ecosystem, my own company, my own future. To fund this, I strategically sold some of those early, distant investment properties and moved the equity into the real estate underneath my own business operations. Step by step, property by property, I replaced outside landlords with ownership. It didn't happen overnight, but it happened steadily. Eventually, I achieved true balance. Some restaurant locations were still leased, and that was perfectly fine for the strategy. But many locations were operating out of properties I owned. My business kept growing, but now my asset base was growing right alongside it. I wasn't just building revenue anymore, I was building equity. And that's when it hit me. The goal isn't just to grow a business. The real goal is to build a business that builds your future. Mr. BDE sat quietly for a moment. For the first time in a long time, he felt a wave of clarity. He realized the solution wasn't to stop growing his business, it was to grow smarter. A smile appeared on his face as he looked at Mr. SBM and said, "Now I understand. Thank you for sharing that. It's time for me to become a truly smart businessman." Disclaimer: this video is created for informational and entertainment purposes only. It should not be considered financial, investment, legal, accounting, tax, or professional advice. Every business and investment situation is unique. Viewers should conduct their own due diligence and consult qualified professionals before making any investment or business decisions based on their individual circumstances.